Hi guys, our project title is Analysis of Heterogeneous Cellular Networks based on Behavior Constraint, and our batch members are M. DHANABALAN and I. PRAVEEN Kumar, and our supervisor Mr. P.G. Kuppusamy, Assistant Professor, EC Department. And our project concept is the concept of heterogeneous cellular networks and being proposed as an alternative approach to provide higher capacity and coverage for cellular networks. The aspects of energy efficiency had already received much attention lately due to ecological as well as economic reasons. Particularly for network operators, this study presented a thematic review on the topic of energy efficiency in heterogeneous cellular networks. The review was divided into three parts. First, the typical metrics parameters used to measure energy efficiency and trade-off relationships with respect to network performance were discussed. Next, the existing issues, approaches and challenges to provide energy efficiency in general cellular networks were addressed. Finally, we looked into the current efforts of energy awareness in macro and micro. We highlighted different heterogeneous network scenarios in which network planning and optimizations technique were advantageous to provide essential understanding for successful deployment of green heterogeneous cellular networks. For this, we are using NS2 simulations 2.34. Using VM player, Ubuntu software is used for simulation. And the folder is going. This is the file browser. To find the locator, Control L is pressed, and we have to copy the locator, Control plus C, and we need to open a control. We need to open terminal folder. For that, we have to move it Control plus Alt plus T. Now the terminal file is shown in the system, and the locator CD space Control Shift V and enter. By NS space vertical dot TCL, enter, and the loading is it takes some time. So here vertical.tcl has written due to because coding are done in the vertical folder, so that NS network simulations vertical.tcl is done, and CD represents change directory. Successfully done, and some of the files have been opened, and maximize the you can see these bubbles shown this network coverages, and black color which is going is the packet loss. So by zooming we can see what's going in that thing. These are the base stations: base station 1 and base station 2, base station 3 and base station 0. And this is the macro regions coverage, because the coverage region will be up to the 5 kilometers, and this is the micro region coverage, it will be up to the 2 kilometers. Okay, and users are taken as a number of users in this 10. And you can notice that the users are moving from one base station to the other base stations, and this is the packet transmissions flows. Okay, from base station 1 you can see that some of the packet is getting lost because the users are moving from one base station to other base stations. Some packet loss is taking place. You can notice clearly that the user 7 is nearer to the coverage region. He is getting packet transmissions, and you can notice that user 7 is creating hotspot to user 2. By that, user 2 is out of the coverage region, so there is no transmission, packet transmission between the base stations. So by creating the hotspot in the user 7, so it can sends or receives packets by creating hotspot in the user 7, and the user 2 also will be getting packet transmission going, it will be holding. And in base stations 2, you can notice that the users are in the near to the coverage region, so the coverage region is getting small, so by that we can energy efficiency is taking place. If the user is out to the coverage region, there will be power dissipations, there will be the energy efficiency will be low. So by the users who is near to the base station, it will be covering up to that what the user is near to the base station. Okay, by this is a black mark shown that when the users is transferring from one base station to other base stations, some packet loss is taking place. And you can notice that user 8 is now going to packet transmissions done between the base station 3. Before it was base station 2. While it is transferring, that's a packet loss has been noticed. And by this way we can say that, by this way we are coming to say that it is a heterogeneous cellular network. But heterogeneous means it will be low by transferring the packet from low frequency to high frequency. The users we can be seen that it will be macros to the micro or micro to the macro, and micro we are taking as a WLAN, and macro we are taking as WiMAX. WiMAX will be the low frequency and the coverage will be high, and the micro will be the coverage region will be small and it has higher frequency. You can now notice that macro is getting packet transmission from the base station 0 and is to the user 12, user 9. And this is the graph for the simulations take place. The graph between the drop of the energy efficient and the number of users. Vertical dot TCL here the sum of the coding is done, and MAC type and MAC and what type of antenna is used is mentioned here itself. You can see in this display. Routing protocol is AODV used, and the value have been set. And by this simulation is done. Thank you guys, and thank you for watching this video.